Hey there, cats and kiddies. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and I figured I'd post this update for any of you who may be curious about what I might be looking forward to in the coming summer wave of anime beginning in July, as all of the current series that I'm covering are shortly coming to a close in the next week or two. And so I've compiled this brief little listing of potential anime series I might be getting into, everything from curiosities to ones I'm actually excited for. And this is a highly preliminary list, meaning that, it's all going to depend on how I'm left feeling after the first episodes have aired. Usually, how I'm left feeling by the end of them dictates whether or not I might actually get into episodic coverage. And it also revolves heavily around, because I am a strictly mobile user, whether I'm going to have access to these episodes in these series. But I've gone ahead and made this preliminary list, the first two of which might actually be the closest to actually being locked in, a sure thing, that I'll be covering, and those are Zankyou no Terror and Sword Art Online 2. SAO2 needs little to no introduction. I've already covered the first and second seasons of that series in episodic reviews, and I can say in, the aftermath of which I liked a lot of it, but a lot of it also left a lot to be desired. But I still have very high hopes for this particular SAO2, in that they're going to be dealing with an almost FPS MMORPG framework, and, there's going to be a lot more action and intrigue, at least that's what I've been hearing. So, I got high hopes for it in any case. Zankyou no Terror is just going to be a remarriage, once again, of the creativity of Shinichiro Watanabe and Yoko Kanno, Cowboy Bebop, Kids on the Slope, those kinds of things, and the PV for which just looks dope. So I'm going to be highly, checking that one out. Following on from there, the only other series I've seen both a PV and read a synopsis for is DRAMAtical Murder, which is a series that kind of vaguely sounds reminiscent to an almost Batum framework. But what I really love about the animation and the action in the PV is the almost distinct colorizations of the characters, kind of reminiscent to me of something like Eureka 7, where you immediately recognize the characters based on the color of their clothing and their outfits and everything. And the characters really, stand out to me in this particular trailer. It sounds interesting, so I might be checking it out. Following on from there is Tokyo Ghoul, which is a series I've seen two different PVs for. And usually this kind of series, the overly gothic, demons and transformations and blood spewing, almost horror-esque, kind of like Darker Than Black with the magic and everything, series are kinds of series I don't usually get into, but this one for some reason stands out to me as potentially looking very cool, so I'm going to be checking it out. I've also had one of two mecha series recommended to me. That's Aldnoah.Zero, which, if I remember correctly, is written by the same guy who did Psycho Pass, which was just a dynamite series, and it's one through which I met a lot of you guys, my coverage of Psycho Pass. But Aldnoah.Zero, because it is a mecha-centric series, I'm not somebody who really gets too into the mecha genre of anime, so I'm not really sure yet if I'm going to be even checking it out. I might, but it's going to have to really win me over. And then there's also Shirogane no Ishi Argevollen, which is another mecha-centric series that I'm curious about as well, but it all really depends on how well the first episodes go. There's an anime series I've seen no PV for whatsoever, or even a synopsis, but I saw a poster for a character poster called Shin Strange Plus, and I know nothing more than that. The title and some of how the characters look. If anybody has information on that, whether it's like a reboot series, it's based on something, or it's a sequel series to an already existing anime, please let me know in the comments below, because I'm curious about it. If it is something pre-existing, I probably won't have anything to do with it, though. And then finally, as somewhat of a joke, because I love Blade and Soul, a very sort of tongue-in-cheek comedy, almost raucous, spoof kind of series, Momo Kyun Sword, I saw the PV for, and it looks like it could be stupid and fun, an all-female cast, sword and sorcery, kind of similar thing. Somebody posted on the PV I saw, wow, worst looking anime ever, but it could be fun. It could be stupid. It could be fun. And so that is my listing for the, summer anime wave: Zankyou no Terror, Sword Art Online 2, DRAMAtical Murder, Tokyo Ghoul, Aldnoah.Zero, Shirogane no Ishi Argevollen, Shin Strange Plus, and Momo Kyun Sword as possibilities if I have availability to them. Otherwise, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you're excited for, if none of these conform to your excitement for the summer wave. And otherwise, that'll be pretty much it for me on this. I hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.